You are listening to I Hate Her on the Radio with JAQUE, VENOM, GOCHETT.
Okay, we're back with I Hate Her on the Radio on WOIC. Just forget Saturdays 5 to 6 p.m. I am JAQUE, VENOM, GOCHETT, and that is Miss V in Real Talk. And it's time for the mommy moment. Now, I thought this was just very comical, but in New Zealand, they have names that we use right here in America that are banned. You are not allowed to call your children this or name your children this. And let me just say, T.I. and Tiny could never go there. All right.
Wow.
Now, just so you know, it's not just New Zealand. They're not the only country that does this. Also, Dominican Republic, they started banning unusual names after a host of parents began naming their children after cars or fruit. That means the hood made it over there.
Yeah. Mercedes.
Sweden also has naming laws, and you can't name a child Superman or Metallica. I don't know why you would name your child Superman, but hey, stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
But here are some names that you cannot name your kids: Justice, King, Princess, Prince, Royal, Duke, Major. There go T.I. kids.
All of them.
Bishop, Majesty, Lucifer.
Who names their child Lucifer?
Somebody. You can't use brackets around the middle name. Knight, Lady, Judge, Royal, Messiah, Queen, Sir, Justice, Master, Constable, Queen, Victoria, and Regal.
I'm
Wait a minute,
sorry.
is this New Zealand?
Yes.
New Zealand has legal cocaine and prostitution.
Woohoo!
What do they call their prostitutes?
None of these names. She can't be princess. She's not princess.
Well, that name
she's
wouldn't be
not
for her
justice,
anyway.
She's not queen.
No.
None of those.
What's her name? Just Sharon?
Yeah, she got to have her.
Mary?
Roxanne.
Yeah.
My kids pretty much have some names that are unorthodox. I do. Let me see. Make sure.
None of them on there?
But I have one named Priest.
Oh,
I have another one named
I think
Noah.
you might end up getting banned. You might go over there and make the list.
If he comes over, if Priest Shaheem to be exact, it's too connected, and I don't know how they'll feel about Noah Israel.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, you know what? I can't talk to you. I can't.
enough.
They're my babies.
Enough.
I'll tell you what, if there's any names that you think should be outlawed in America, I would love to hear what you got to say. Make sure you tweet us at IHateHerOnline or send us email IHateHerOnline@gmail.com.
Story. Met a guy named Nas McKing.
Nas McKing.
You break it down, his name is No Smoking. This is a true story. I couldn't make this up if I wanted to.
I'm gonna need you
Well,
to get
I
that
will say
together.
this. When I was in 5th grade, I got into a fight with a girl named Passion Cloud. Her first name was Passion, and her last name was Cloud. She was headed straight for the pole.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm just saying, what else do you do a name with that? Either that or become a perfume.
Yeah, if you got to be famous with that name, and
Cloud,
however you got to get there, just go ahead and do it. 'Cause,
Did you win that fight?
yeah,
I don't know. I plead the fifth.
she said, I don't know. Well, what grade were you in?
I was like about 4th or 5th grade. She hit me with an umbrella in the bathroom.
Oh, God.
We was fighting in the stall. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about
Why
my
she had an
childhood. My
umbrella in the
childhood was
bathroom?
very
Yeah, it's a little
stressful
rough.
right
little
now.
rough. Little rough.
All right, it's time for the political hit list, and I'm so sad today, but today on our hit list is my baby, President Obama.
Very
Dun,
rare.
dun, dun, dun.
Okay, really don't send the gunshots, because I don't want to get in no trouble.
No,
So we
you
can't send no
better
gunshots at him.
Not send a gunshot when you mention Barack Obama's name.
Okay, we won't
They
send no
might send
gunshots.
some-
We won't
some
send no
CIA
gunshots. Never
or
mind.
FBI
I don't
or
want to send no
IRS
shots at him
agents.
anyway.
I don't know what to say.
So, with this new IRS scandal, do you feel that President Obama is falling into what they call the second term curse? And I brought my list because notoriously, presidents with second terms, they are saying have had just second terms were never good for none of them. Scandals. Lots of scandal. For those aren't up to date on what's going on with the IRS, the more I dug and understand what's going on, you really can't put this on Obama. But you know how the saying says, ish rolls downhill? When it comes to the president, ish rolls uphill.
Yeah.
Okay? No matter what happens, as long as he
his
is
fault.
over it, it's his fault.
His fault.
Well, at the same time, we got to. That's what he signed on for.
Of course.
That's-
Job I'll never take. Not never.
That's all on his back.
Yeah,
At the end of the
not
day,
never. Yeah.
you can't help but notice how when he came in, remember he came in, he had that nice head of black
He was
hair, and it was
fine.
edged
Fine.
I'm sorry, that happens to every president.
And
that
now
has been the president of the United
His
States.
head looks like this piece of paper.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't know what happened.
That's a job.
I think that when you sign on for that job, is a clause in what you're signing that says you got to go gray.
You gotta go gray.
Gotta go right. Because Clinton came out of there looking a mess. Clinton was fine when he went in there, too.
He was sort of a decent looking, older, Caucasian gentleman. He came out looking like,
Mr.
I don't
Hit
know
him and
what.
quit him?
Yeah.
That was what? That is my. Come on, quit playing.
Mr. Hit him
Yeah.
and quit him.
Hit him and quit him.
I bet you him
Biggest
and Tiger
player.
Woods is friends. I bet you him and Tiger is friends.
Woods not allowed to have
Tiger
friends.
and Bill hanging out.
Yeah, they are in the same places.
You couldn't even hand Tiger Woods a receipt without him.
Absolutely.
And none of them looked like they were like high end. It was all
His
meet me in the
new
bathroom.
girlfriend don't look like much of nothing. I just feel like, and people say what they want, but I just feel like if you're going to cross races, go for the gusto. Like, get you a dime piece. Like, she's not even a bad blonde chick. She's like the
Regular.
bottom end of blonde chick. She's like, she
regular.
got cankles. She looked like she got cankles.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
I'm going to stop. We talking about Obama.
Okay, let's go back to
because
Obama.
here y'all go.
The girl
Here y'all
looked like
go.
she got
Cankles.
cankles. All right.
Please tell people you have to inform the people what cankles are.
Oh, that's when your legs are so thick that you can't find a spot between your ankles and your calves. They just kind of blended
You
What
know
together.
she's saying is it's straight meat. It's all thick meat.
So you're going to tell me that white
So
girl
that's
don't look like she
Bigfoot.
got cankles?
Pigfoot.
All right.
Because
I'm
pigs don't got no ankles.
It's
It's
ankles.
leg
It's
and
foot.
hoof.
It's where that's what's matter. That's what's really important.
You know what?
It's where your ankles
Anywho.
go.
All right, back
to
to
the second
Obama.
term
Back
curse.
to Obama. Okay,
Oh,
this is my
Lord.
understanding what's happened. The IRS began cracking down on groups filing 501 status. For those who don't know what that means, that's your nonprofit status. And let me just say, come on, let's just keep it real. In our state, in order for you to get a temporary liquor license, you have to have a nonprofit status. That doesn't even make sense, okay? Nonprofit to get a liquor license. I'm pretty sure if you're getting a liquor license, you're selling liquor for...
Profit.
Okay, so I understand why they're cracking down on it because it makes no sense. But what they did wrong is they were filtering people by putting certain filter names, like if it said Tea Partier or Patriot
You know
or
how
stuff like that.
all this really came about? This came about with super PACs.
Okay,
Like the funding that different
the
organizations
funding.
get. Now it's privatized.
Yeah.
People privately can give money, or they can just go out there and I say if Venom's running and I like Venom and I want to put my money behind Venom, even though me and her are affiliated politically, I like what she's saying, I can put my own information out. And sometimes I may have to slide Venom a little bit of this GOCHETT.
slide that over here.
Yes.
Slide it over here.
But that's
shorty.
where that
I'm
all
sorry.
came from. They can't trace that dollar like that.
Yeah, but
But they went about it the wrong way.
And that's what it's coming down to. What they were doing was right, but they went about it the wrong way because they're not the only ones that need to be targeted. There are a lot of groups.
All of them. That is just somewhere
It's
that
funny
you
how they
don't
are.
pick and choose.
All this money came about though with this new president.
Yeah.
That new look of this establishment. All of that came about like we've got to stop this financially.
Yeah,
We've got to put some serious. And the way he came up with money too is another.
yeah,
Because he came up with it.
yeah.
This man came from 1 year. He couldn't even afford to go to the Democratic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To the next year, becoming the leader. And the year following, he was the president.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah.
That he did.
Yeah.
And but the sad part is, Obama is going to have to wear this, and this is another one. But let me just say this. Have you noticed Obama has gotten a lot more snippy lately? He's not as laid back as he was. He's like, yo, real talk.
Oh.
I think
Look,
he's just like, at this
listen,
point, you done pressed
pay
his
attention.
last button.
He doesn't have to. He's getting rid of all those people that told him he had to tone it down.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because that was one of the things, I ain't going to lie, I hated about Mr. Obama.
Yeah.
He wasn't allowed to be who he was.
Because, but it's a fear. Because, even as, when you're African American,
I can dig it.
as soon as you assert yourself, it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
We're still
Angry
supposed,
black man.
But it's okay.
You're supposed to be shy.
No.
No, I'm
you're
just
not.
saying. No, I'm saying.
And I'm so glad the real backbone of our president is starting to finally show.
It started in the election at those
It's really
debates.
ridiculous that y'all got this man walking around on eggshells, but he's supposed to be running the
I
country.
didn't see it until
How's
I
that
saw the
supposed to work out?
correspondence dinner. The first one. The first correspondence dinner was where Barack had me full-fledged. When he played that clip from The Lion King, and he said, y'all want to see my video on my birth?
Oh.
I died.
Oh.
I had my
Obama
wife had
did a
to
really
pump
good
my
job of
chest
that, yeah.
and bring me back. She had to do CPR.
Yeah.
I laughed until
Yeah.
one of those. Like, It was one of, you've been there.
I just know that Obama and Michelle are probably like, I'm going to just say this, and we're going to move from this. I was watching the interview, and they had all the Bush women, like 3-4 generation of Bush women. And Barbara Bush.
She said Bush women.
Barbara. What's Senior's wife name? Barbara. Okay. Barbara said, they asked, do you think that is Jed going to run? And she said, you know what? Let another family do this. You could tell she fed up. She said, let another family get the opportunity. I don't want no more parts of president.
They're still blaming us for that guy getting in.
Yeah.
That Barack Obama. That Barack.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Okay. Well, moving on. It's time for Celebrity 101. And Dame Dash is in deep doo-doo. He has debt, and more debt. He owes over $2 million in taxes to New York, and he claims he's facing criminal prosecution in New Jersey. He is currently paying close to $25,000 every 3 months to his ex-wife for child support of 2 children, and another $4,000 and some change for an additional son he fathered. Boy, if y'all don't learn to keep y'all peepees in y'all pants.
I'm just saying, who's supposed to feel sorry for him right now?
Man. Well, it's hard to feel sorry for a man that had money and lost it.
Yeah.
You can't. People won't. They will never, ever do that.
That's not understandable.
Unless you're like Marion Barry. He's like the only person who can come back from having money.
He came back.
He came back strong.
Yeah.
And the people got behind him. Certain people get behind him.
Yeah.
And if Dame find a way to come back, maybe the people will get behind him. But why should we feel sorry for you at this point? Pay your money because that's what you were supposed to do in the first place.
My issue with this is that, sad for South Carolina, Dame was actually taking a lot of interest in South Carolina. He actually was saying he actually was very excited about the talent that was down here. He was about to do art galleries in Charleston. And so, I just hate that he's going through this. But he said, and this is his quote, "I am an independent businessman, and this is what comes from business. I have the guts to fight my battles on my own, and it's entertainment to everybody else because I'm so cool about it."
True. I'll give him every point on that. I'm still looking at these child support payments, wishing he was my daddy.
Listen, I wish he was my baby daddy.
Mom, you could have done better.
You can go find your father. Damon, let me hold something.
And people are trying to figure out where's Jay in this, but Jay has enough drama of his own. Let's get into this JayZ Foxy Brown fiasco. All right. Foxy Brown has fired off some serious allegations towards JayZ, saying that he wiped her up at 15 at the sweet, tender age of 15, and that would have made him about 27. He funded her shopping trips, pampering her with hair, nail salons while she was still in high school. Mind you now, he condemned R. Kelly for doing the same things. Okay, 27-15, that's a little rough.
He never condemned R. Kelly.
No, JayZ did. Yeah,
now, I remember Dame Dash condemning R. Kelly. But I remember JayZ doing not 1, but 2 albums.
Yeah, but it went bad.
Well, they got bootlegged out.
It went bad. It went bad.
I remember him going at him about, what I'm saying, he's an idiot.
Yeah, he is that.
R. Kelly is an idiot.
No, yeah, he's
talented.
Can't argue.
He's very, very talented.
Does not make him a smart man.
But the man is not intelligent in the least.
No.
He may be some kind of savant with paperwork, though.
You know what?
We never heard about him being, you never heard about him going broke after all he's done, but
he's crazy.
Yeah. But we've always known about, because JayZ's put it in his lines how he loves young girls.
Yeah.
His Reebok vandals, as he likes to call them.
Young girls pee-pee. Yeah. That's one of his lines. All right, well, he opened the door to her fame, but she said it came with a high price. There are alleged videotape threesomes between JayZ, Foxy Brown, and Jamie Foxx.
Last night, me and my dog was hanging out.
I don't know. That makes it real suspect because, Jamie, I love you, but
at moments, he has his...
At moments, Jamie.
He has his moments.
You definitely give
and don't forget about the people who got all the pictures and videotapes from him a while back.
Yeah. Yes.
So he's known to have a camera in the bedroom and some videotape. He likes seeing himself.
So according to Foxy, JayZ signed her to multiple gag orders for she and Jamie's Jay and Jay's engaged in threesomes. And not too long after that incident, the tape was ironically robbed from her house, and she always felt JayZ had something to do with that robbery. Now, it got even juicier. She also says he gave her gonorrhea, and she wasn't shocked when she got it because he's a tranny chaser.
What's wrong with
that he actually got Did you say there's nothing wrong with little
Have a
gonorrhea?
gonorrhea, and everybody's been raped a little.
Oh my!
You know what?
I'm just saying.
You know what?
A little bit.
I'm gonna need you to not say that out loud ever again.
It's been raped just a little bit.
She said that she actually was getting phone calls from trannies. Like, you know how you get that woman calling, like, why are you calling my name?
Yes.
Well, she was getting trannies calling her, starting drama.
Well,
And
see,
this is, wait, let me make sure y'all add this on this because this is where it gets good too. They also said he also had a constant man in his life, and that was Larry Johnson, the NBA baller.
makes sense.
And they were roommates. And at one point in time, he actually repped Rockaware. And y'all know Wendy Williams had JayZ on her list of gay rappers years ago.
JayZ never had a father. He didn't know his father. So he kept a male role model around to
Nice,
help
strong.
him.
So
Strong
you gonna justify
bureau.
that, huh?
I'm not, nope. I'm not justifying
Good. I'm glad
anything.
we're on the same page, darling.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
hey, and then there's, like I said, that gonorrhea, a little touch of gonorrhea. Full-fledged gonorrhea.
Oh
God.
Versus
You know.
full-fledged versus a touch.
So
you know,
now let me just
she
ask
had,
this out.
She had good, successful gonorrhea.
Should we be upset though? JayZ 27 sleeping with a 15-year-old. Now come on. Now R. Kelly did the same thing. You know, he married Aaliyah at the same age and
True.
you know, and peed on little girls and you know, we was ready to take him out. And you know, should Beyonce be concerned about this?
Beyonce should be concerned about the whole entire thing. 15, 27, I'm going to feel like she should have said something a long time ago. If it was really that big of a
She
problem.
was signed to gag orders.
Now she's writing a book.
I was going to say, is she broke and becoming an author? That was going to be my next thing.
She
was
That
broke
would
while
be
she was
why
platinum.
The gag order doesn't matter, but so
She was broke and platinum at the same time.
Foxy
what?
has had
That's
a trouble
funny.
career from the beginning.
Yeah.
You know,
I remember when she came here.
She looked like a tranny, so none of this surprises
Boom.
me. I'm just saying, my bad.
There's a couple
My bad.
shots from the Super Bowl. Now, I'm not going to say,
I'm just
but there's
saying.
a couple pictures like from the Super Bowl while Beyonce was doing her thing.
Oh yeah,
Where she was looking a little
harsh.
little putrid. That's a pretty word.
And you
I like
know,
it.
and Foxy Brown referred to Beyonce as a halitosis heifer. You know, they really say Beyonce has halitosis. I'm trying not to
That's
believe as
because the
pretty
girl
as she
spits
is.
funk. That's why. That's why her breath stinks. It's
Please
because
don't
she
say
comes
that.
with the funk.
Well,
Don't
I'm going
say
to just
that.
say this.
No, I'm
This-
saying like she spits.
I'm going to say
it
this.
comes out.
That
Her
all
voice is
pretty
beautiful.
people got some flaw. You might not know what it is, but all pretty people got some flaw. Y'all think all pretty women got pretty feet just because they
No,
pretty?
now Beyonce
I've
has
never-
terrible feet, but she's already said that
And
because she's
her
a
breasts
dancer.
stink. Okay, so she can't
I've
be
never,
perfect.
I've
If
never
you like it,
cared
then
about a
you
woman's
should
feet
put
a
a
day
ring
in
Just
my
on
saying,
life.
she can't be perfect.
That's never something I ever really looked at.
Of course not.
How are those feet? How are you getting around? Do you have two of them?
I'm just
That's
saying.
where I'm at.
That's,
Okay.
that's as far as you go with feet.
As long as you got two of them, I'm good.
Okay.
So-
So she rubbing them on you in that bed.
Jaden Smith has an unusual request for his birthday. He wants to be emancipated at the age of 15. He wants his legal freedom, independence from Will and Jada. He wants to buy his own house and live alone. And let me also add that Will and Jada do not discipline their children. They sit them down and they say, now, how did that decision affect your life? And that's pretty much how they handle what their kids do. So I want to throw that in there because it might affect.
Yeah, he came up in an independent household.
Yeah.
He's very independent.
I mean, come on, you let your daughter cut all her hair off and look like a boy.
As far as that looking like a boy, that's running rampant around here these days.
I'm sorry, but that's still your child. I mean, that's something you do when you're chosen as a, you know, you
She's
get a little older.
But at the same time, she was a rock star.
Yeah, but she looks crazy. She looked cray.
Tell me the good, sane rock star that looks good and sane. You go ahead, I'll wait.
You know.
You tell me the ones that look.
Yeah, but this rock star lives in her parents' home. I'm sorry.
Okay,
she gonna
look
look
at her
like a
mom
little
when
girl.
she's on stage. You got to look at when she's out with the band. You've never seen Jada perform with a rock band?
She's special.
And that big mohawk and then all them wigs and crazy things that's going on with the all.
What do you
I
think about
want
no
to
discipline?
know why
Discipline.
this child wants to leave home at this point.
Because it's
Because
friends.
he's feeling like a man. Yeah. And now
He
he's
hang out with Justin Bieber. Bieber is 19 and got his own house and everything, and he's like, I
Bieber
got the
a
same
driver's
money.
license. Bieber by law can go and do stuff. You can't do any of this stuff. Everything you have to at least be 18. Okay, 21 for some things, 18. You are 15. How is this going to be productive for your life?
I think it's crazy because they want to get emancipated from their parents, and then they're going to have to pay somebody to do
What he
everything.
should do, what he should do is
take
what
that for
Mr.
free.
Master P did. Mr. Miller, Romeo did the exact same thing. Y'all might not remember what Master P did that was smart, where he could still watch him was, okay, you can have your own home. You can have your own cars. I'm going to build your home behind mine.
Yeah.
That way, we're still together. We're
And
still
you can-
good.
yeah.
And you're still going to get some
I'm gonna
guys.
build
For
you the
nothing,
pool
Master
house.
P did a pretty good job with that
Yeah.
young man. I have
Yeah.
to give him his credit. And everybody keeps trying to give Will and Jada this, but I still think they're at that age where this is when the craziness is about to show. Like everybody's like, oh, they're so well put together kids. Okay, no. 15. This is when it's about to come out. Just like look at Miley Cyrus. Everybody thought she was a well put together young lady, and
I
now she
still
got
think
My
she is.
daddy is Billy Ray
but
Cyrus.
she
How
but
did y'all
she
think
dropping
that?
crotch shots now like she crazy.
The only
You know what I
thing
mean?
is now that's different from kids then to now is everybody knows everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's total transparency.
Yeah.
I feel that Miley Cyrus is a well-adjusted young lady. I do. She might get a little high and
Just a little bit.
just a tad bit high, and
Tad bit.
like to show
I
up
would have
crotch a
been
little bit.
concerned when my daughter, if my daughter was Miley Cyrus, when she walked in the room and said, I want to do a song with Snoop Dogg, then I knew something was wrong.
Yeah, there's very slight chance
Well,
of no marijuana being involved.
Let me just say this. At least she waited till she was almost an adult to start going wild bananas. It's hard to be a celebrity child, if whether your parents were a celebrity or you are a celebrity. And for them to stay grounded to 17 that's really hard. So
And then-
big up to them for staying
And another
grounded for
thing,
that
this
long.
is
They
when
just go buck
14,
wild at
15,
18.
16 is where we as men start to smelling ourselves
Yes.
anyway.
Yeah.
And we can't say he ain't had a little touch of love. Because
Okay.
everywhere he goes, look, think about it. There are little girls screaming
Oh yeah,
and
he
chasing
got a little
him.
touch of something. You know, I mean, you know when
little
this comes
touch of
about when they
something.
finally get their little, and they start feeling themselves.
Chest get
And
a
that's
little
when,
bigger.
yeah.
Yeah.
They walk in the house. You know what,
Voice-
Daddy? You know what I
voice
want?
get a little
Yeah,
deeper.
what you want for your birthday? You know what I
Well,
want?
you know what? I think what happened was Will bust up in the room while he was getting some action. And hey, look,
All
we
right.
need something we got to discuss.
Yeah.
Like y'all told us when we were children, we need to go discuss this. Daddy, you'd have never saw that if I was living in my own place. Now, I brought her here thinking that we were alone. And you see what you did? Parents just don't understand.
They don't.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
Bump. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back because I Hate Her on the radio on WOIC.
Don't touch that dial. You are listening to I Hate Her on the radio. Exclusive Bar and Reggae Grill introduces Reggae Night each and every Thursday night. Authentic reggae music and classic hip hop with 2 DJs. And we can't forget famous Rod's Ken's Jerk Chicken, 1004 Silvercrest Drive. Yeah, that's right. Reggae Night each and every Thursday night at Exclusive Bar and Reggae Grill. Oh yeah, then every Sunday is Old School Sundays with treat specials to 8 p.m. at Exclusive Bar, 1004 Silvercrest Drive. Call 798-2119.